What is up? As of the making of this video, we are now T-minus less than a week from my official release date of my first ever song that I have put out there for humans to hear with their ears, and I am very excited to share it with everybody. If you haven't already, make sure that you mark your calendars. April 27th is the day. The song is called Waiting. It'll be live everywhere. I still can't really believe it. It's kind of blowing my mind, but it'll be on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon. Yeah. So whatever your preferred place is to listen to your music, please search for it and playlist it, keep listening to it, and tell a friend. We also made a full-on music video, which we've been hard at work getting that produced. We're going to premiere it right here on this YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button, or it's down there somewhere, because if you do that, you'll get a notification right when it comes out, and that way you won't miss it. One of my favorite things is learning about the stories behind some of my favorite songs. A lot of the songs I like, they kind of tell a story, and I love hearing from the people who created those songs and learning what was going on in their life that produced that song. And so that's kind of what I want to do today. I want to just share a little bit about our story, the things that have been going on in our lives that brought about this song. And so hopefully you find it interesting, and hopefully when you hear the song, it'll just give you a little bit of that deeper understanding, just knowing what was going on and where all this came from. So, my life today looks nothing like what I imagined it when Nikki and I had decided almost 4 years ago now to pursue an international adoption. And it definitely doesn't look like what I had pictured almost 2 years ago when we finally got to go to Africa and we got to meet the two little boys that will someday legally be ours. And in a weird way, today was actually a really good illustration of what I'm talking about. You see, this morning I woke up really early, well, early for me, on a Saturday, and I drove an hour and a half away from my home in Clear Lake to a small town called Denver, Iowa. You see, I'm helping my brother-in-law to help coach my nephew's soccer team. And ironically enough, neither my brother-in-law or my nephew could make it today, so I actually had no relation to any of the kids there today. Now, I'm not complaining because I love kids and I love soccer, and so, spending the morning teaching kids how to play soccer is actually pretty fun for me. But it would be a lie to say that it didn't come with a little bit of a sting, because I thought that by this time I'd be watching my sons running around, having fun, making friends. I thought I would be coaching my son's sports teams. But I'm not. And I'm not because my boys are still in Africa. And we're actually very blessed because we know that our boys are in a safe place. We know that their needs are being met. And we get pretty frequent updates on how they're doing. We get pictures, and occasionally we've even gotten to video chat with them, which is incredible. But it's also incredibly hard because every picture that we get, they look a little bit older, and it's just a reminder that they're over there on the other side of the world and they're still growing up, and we are missing it. And as hard as it is for us, we know that it's even harder for them. And what makes this even harder to understand is that Nikki and I are both very confident that this is something that God called us to do. I mean, He put it on our hearts and He opened doors for us, and we're just sure that this is His plan. But it begs the question, why is it taking so long? As humans, it's hard for us to wait on pretty much anything, but it's even harder to wait on something that we know is God's plan. But at the end of the day, we still have to decide where we're going to put our faith, because you're going to put your faith in something. You're going to put your faith in your own abilities. You're going to put your faith in other people. You can even put your faith in the fact that we're alone in the universe, but everybody is going to put their faith somewhere. And at the end of the day, we have to decide where it is that we're going to put our faith. And that's why, despite everything, despite all of the raw emotions and the things that we can't understand, we know that we serve a God that is eternal. He is the beginning and He is the end, and He sees the whole picture. And all we can really see is about 3 inches in front of our face. And so, even though we can't make sense of any of these things that are going on, even though the things that we feel are legitimate and they hurt and they don't make any sense, we still can put our trust in that God is seeing this bigger picture. And so we still will come to Him and say, okay, Lord, I'm going to put my trust in you. I'm going to wait on the Lord. I'm going to trust in your timing with all of this. Now, I know that most people who are watching this video are not going through an international adoption. But if you're a follower of Christ and you're willing to step out in faith and do some things that might scare you, which is what He really wants from us, you are going to come across these times when you're tested, when you don't understand what is going on, and you can't think of a logical explanation of why God would be allowing this to happen. But you can trust that He is a God that sees the big picture, and that we, as good intentioned as we are, still are only seeing just a tiny little bit of the full story. And that's what this song is really all about. So I just really hope that you like it, that it will be a blessing to you in some way, that you will get some encouragement out of it. I just want to thank everybody who has been so supportive on Facebook by sharing my posts, all the different comments that are really encouraging. Those mean so much to me, seriously, and I just can't thank you enough. Thank you to everybody that has pre-ordered the song. I'm just really encouraged by the overwhelming support that I've felt from everybody. I also have to make a special thank you to my wife, Nikki, because she has made all of this possible, quite literally. This actually all started because she heard this song and a few of the other songs that I've written, and she believed in me and believed in these songs so much that she got me time in a recording studio as a Christmas gift. And that is when I got to lay down this song, and that is how all of this started. And she has been helping me nonstop making the music video. I couldn't do any of this without her, so I have to say a special thank you to her as well. Well, that is it for me. So don't forget to subscribe so that way you don't miss out on the music video. If you haven't yet and you want to pre-order the song, there is links in the description of this video for you to do that. All of the pre-orders really help the rankings on the release day, which means it'll increase the odds of more people hearing it. So that's a huge help. If you want to help in that way, that would be awesome. Thank you for watching this video, and thanks for telling a friend.